Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Old History. In this video we're going to be going over to the abandoned Rodham Keener Cemetery. The last burial over here was, I believe, sometime in the mid-60s. It hasn't been kept up since then. Was used as a farm before TVA bought the land back in the 40s, and cattle had knocked over the older headstones, so it's in rough shape. Should anybody come out here, it's asked that you keep a level of respect, of course, but it's on TVA public property. So to continue, Rodham Keener was on the Tennessee General Assembly, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, in Hawkins County, and he helped to form the state of Franklin. Mr. Keener was a Kings Mountain and Revolutionary War veteran, and just out there in the pine patch was where he built his plantation. Now this was back before Tennessee was a state, but he would later go on to help form the state of Franklin, and but his plantation was out there, and on the original side of his house they made a cemetery. Now the only reason I got word of this cemetery being here was because I was doing family research, and I discovered that so far back one of my direct ancestors married his daughter, so that makes him my grandfather. That's really cool. So before TVA flooded this property, on over in that cove just beyond the island was a school, and over there, that's known as Quarry Hill, there was 2 churches in that area and a couple of houses on the side of the mountain there, but they've long since, they've been gone for a while. I think TVA demolished everything and they flooded the lake. So we'll be going right over there. This area is only accessible by foot anyway during the late winter months when the lake is at its lowest. I mean, as you can tell, it's still up there pretty high even for this time of year. So that being said, let's get on over there. Continuing on, right in the middle of the lake used to be the former, the old 11W highway. And it ran all the way out through there into the Cloud Creek area, on into over there. So just a little update. Okay, so here we are at the Rodham Keener Cemetery, located on the old 11W corridor. So, as I was saying a little earlier, the cemetery is extremely old, and the newest burial here is sometime in the mid-1960s. It's believed that the cemetery lies on the original location of Senator Keener's plantation, which would have been pretty massive. So the reason I came to know about this was I was researching on my family side of the ancestry, and it gets back to a point where a guy by the name of Duncan Carmichael, who was a Revolutionary War vet, married Senator Keener's granddaughter. So that makes him my so far back my great grandfather. It's kind of interesting. As I said, Senator Keener was a not senator. He was a Kings Mountain veteran and a Revolutionary War veteran as well. Settled this area sometime between the 1780s and the 1790s. I've yet to find a map with the location of his house. Like I said, I believe this is it. The graves here are in pretty bad shape, where just over the years trees have fell and wiped out some of the headstones. So Senator Kenner is here in an unmarked grave along somewhere near my grandfather and his wife, the last names of Carmichael, who again are my direct ancestors. So I'd just like to say that if anybody on here sees their family members in my video, just send me a message. I do apologize. I personally tried getting in touch with the state to come out here and clean this up. You know, because this is a pretty significant area. It helped to form, you know, Tennessee in its early days in the state of Franklin. So I feel that something better needs to be done to honor, you know, Mr. Kenner and the early settlers of this area. But nothing ever came of it. So when you get up here, you'll see the outline of a fence, probably about 50 to 75 feet long, about the same width wide, that goes on up into a corner over there. At one point in time there was a road that led up here, but as time went on and trees fell, and it just eventually got washed away. But you can still see what's left of it. Now once again, this area has been settled since the very, very late 1700s, and on into the 1800s, until TVA flooded this part of the lake. It's no longer settled, except you go a little bit on up the road where it's too far on up for the lake to reach. So I'm going to wrap this up. Once again, somebody comes out here, it's asked that you keep a level of respect for the dead. Don't throw your garbage out here. Just put it in your backpack or in your pocket till you get to your car and throw it in your car. So thanks for watching. Hope everybody had a great Christmas with their family, and we'll have an even better New Year. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.